Imagine you press a button and the entire universe pauses for exactly 10 minutes. Everything stops, except you. You are free to walk around a frozen world. At first glance, it looks like the ultimate superpower. Commercial airliners are bolted to the sky. Low Earth orbit satellites hang motionless in the vacuum of space. But the physical reality of this scenario falls apart immediately. The Earth is spinning at roughly 1,000 miles an hour. If that rotation instantly ceased, you'd expect to be violently thrown sideways. Yet you aren't. Momentum itself, mass in motion, requires the passage of time to exist. Try to check how much of your 10 minutes are left on your smartphone, and you'll find the screen stays black. The device relies on a continuous flow of electricity, and electrons simply cannot move from one point to another without a duration of time to travel through. A temporal halt collapses the macrophysical laws that define our reality, leaving the structural logic of the universe broken. Try to take a single step forward into this newly frozen reality, and you will immediately slam into an invisible, completely impenetrable wall. This model illustrates why. Gas molecules in our atmosphere normally bounce around at hundreds of meters per second. When time stops, that velocity plummets to zero. This triggers a state of atmospheric rigidity. The air around you becomes a dense, locked grid of nitrogen and oxygen atoms. Because that grid is completely locked, biological respiration fails. You try to expand your chest to create a low-pressure area, but the frozen air molecules refuse to flow in. Stripped of fluid dynamics, you begin to asphyxiate instantly. Running out of breath is only the first sensory failure. You are also plunged into total darkness. Looking at this diagram, we see exactly how vision breaks down. To see anything, photons must travel from a light source, bounce off an object, and strike your retina. Without time, those photons freeze midway. No new light can reach your eyes. Hearing fails for the exact same reason. Sound is a pressure wave vibrating through a medium. If molecules can't vibrate over a sequence of moments, the world is absolutely silent. Without time, the human body is perfectly sealed off from the universe, trapped in solid air, totally blind, deaf, and suffocating. Even in this static environment, your own biology continues to betray you. As long as you remain conscious and your metabolism functions, your body generates heat. Normally, that heat radiates away, but the frozen universe outside your skin now acts like a state of absolute zero. Because heat transfer requires time to dissipate energy into the surrounding environment, your body heat has nowhere to go. You begin to rapidly overheat from your own internal processes. To understand why a localized time stop is entirely impossible, we have to look to Albert Einstein. His theory of special relativity dictates a strict rule. The speed of light in a vacuum must remain constant for all observers, no matter what reference frame they occupy. Here lies the ultimate paradox. If you are experiencing normal time, but you look out at a suspended photon traveling at zero speed, the laws of physics contradict themselves. The speed of light cannot be both its normal value and zero simultaneously. Frozen light creates a mathematical impossibility that would fundamentally unravel the entire relativistic structure of the observable universe. There is a scientifically plausible alternative to this science fiction trope. A scenario where physical time continues to tick, but the biological consciousness of every living thing is universally suspended. In a biological pause, the universe functions perfectly. Gravity still pulls, photons travel freely to their destinations, and thermodynamic heat exchanges operate normally. Then those 10 minutes expire. For everyone involved, no time seemed to pass at all, resulting in a sudden, jarring restart to reality. We often think of time as a clock we can pause or manipulate. In reality, it is the engine of entropy. It dictates the direction that molecules move, the progression of energy, and the constant evolution of order into chaos. Time provides the essential medium for change and complexity, serving as the fundamental framework required for matter and consciousness to exist.